I would like to thank Craig J for sending me this story. Now, you're looking at the title, and this story right here literally fits the title to a T. Now, I talked about Susan Smith on my channel before, well, my original channel before it got terminated when I did my White History Month last June. And the story of Susan Smith has become infamous. She was the white woman in South Carolina who drowned both of her kids and blamed it on black men for doing it. Of course, they discovered that that was indeed a lie, and she is currently in jail right now, serving a life sentence for the double murder of her kids. Well, meet Heather Langdon. She pretty much did the same thing. The only thing that she did not do, however, was blame it on black men. But the story is almost exactly the same. This woman right here killed her twin 10-month-old boys. But she didn't do it in her home. She did it in a motel where she was actually allowed to stay for free. Like, that's crazy. Like, you were allowed to stay inside of a motel for free, and you killed both of your kids. And I'm going to read the article, but from what I'm seeing so far, she's already trying to play the mental illness card, and she's trying to play it as well as she possibly can, but I highly doubt that it's going to be successful. But let me go ahead and read this article coming from people.com. A California mother is accused of drowning her 10-month-old twin boys in the bathtub of a motel where she'd been staying after leaving a women's shelter. Police in Tulare said Heather Langdon, age 37, faces murder charges for the deaths of her sons Mason and Maddox Mogria. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. According to investigators, Langdon allegedly drowned her babies in the motel bathtub on Thursday. She was staying at the motel for free after being escorted from a women's shelter. Police say Langdon was asked to leave the shelter after causing an unspecified disturbance. A woman who lives near the motel told local media she saw Langdon the morning the boys died. She was like, I almost drowned them. And then I flagged down the police, explained Maria Merez. She kept saying that I almost drowned them. I almost drowned my babies, and she was trying to help the babies, but I didn't know that they were already deceased. She was just standing there looking around. She looked kind of worried, like something was wrong. It is unclear if Langdon, who was behind bars without bail, has appeared before a judge to enter pleas to her charges. It was also unknown if she hired a lawyer who would comment on her behalf. Police have yet to discuss a possible motive and continue to investigate what preceded the drownings. Now, knowing that this woman was in a women's shelter, they're going to try to make it seem like her being stressed out from being in a women's shelter with having twin boys, 10 months old, is probably something that led to her killing her children. It also makes you wonder where the father of the children are. Like, why was this woman by herself with twin boys? Clearly, this woman is not stable at all. And she's, like I said, she's going to try to play up that mental illness thing. Because you heard what the woman said. She said, I think I killed my children. I think I drowned my boys. But the children were already dead. This reminds me of a story that I heard, I think it was sometime last year, where, and I think this is more local from where I'm at. It was this lady who went to the park and she was pushing her child in the swing, and she was there for hours. Like, they was like, why is this woman standing here for hours pushing her child in the swing? Usually when parents take their children to the park, it's only for a couple minutes to maybe an hour. Come to find out, like, when people went and saw that she was still there early in the morning, mind you, she was there since that afternoon or that evening the day before. It turns out she was pushing her dead child in a swing. Like one of those carriage swings, you know, where the child sits in where they won't fall out. Her child was dead. So, in essence, her child was probably already dead when she went to the park, and she probably carried the deceased body there and just put him in the swing and just started swinging them as if they were alive. And people didn't, and apparently she was there by herself. When I heard that story, I said that was a wild story right there. And I think I think she actually killed her child. I'm not sure because I didn't really follow up with that particular story, but that was a wild story. If y'all have a chance, make sure based on the description that I just gave of that story, you can go and look that up yourself. You can just go Google woman pushes dead child in the swing. I'm very sure many articles should pop up about it. But anyway, yeah, this woman right here is definitely off her rocker. It reminds me of Susan Smith. She just didn't blame it on a black man, but don't think for a second she probably couldn't have pulled that out of her ass, and then someone probably would have believed it. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be down in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.